State of the Union. I'm going to try to have us watching the State of the Union here. Hello, Atlas. Hey, if you guys could repost the stage, repost Stega, that'd be great. There's no way Bitcoin isn't going to come down a little now. Okay, good. Thank Jesus. I got to share the screen here. Uh-oh, Kitty, what's the problem? You got a poop problem? I got a kitty problem. Got a kitty problem. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Already sent your your liquidation in. Feliz Navidad. Can you guys hear the music or no? This is really weird. What is wrong with X? I think Blaze removed me from their account. Oh, you guys can't hear the music? Oh, shoot. Okay. I think it's because last time people were like, turn it down.
Yeah, where you at, huh? Yeah. Yeah. They're like, yo, who started this?
Yeah, now my short starts to pay out. Son of a bitch.
Never try to move like my leg. Nah, if you're not him, better stand way back. Never go for my leg unless you my leg. Yeah, he the one on the table in the group pick. One shoe on one eye on a new trick. Laugh too loud, make the floor start shaking. Leave for a sec, cold vibe still quaking. Walking late, but he been the timeline. Turn your little kick back into halftime. You just tried that flip, now your back hurt. He sneeze, whole couch, do the back work. You see that edge? Yeah, he jumped from there to one step.
You have no money, Elise? Hold on. I had, by the way, I had everybody in our group who I had I sent credits out to everybody. They're getting done right now. Everybody who I have, which is everybody here, except for you, Zio. I don't have your info. Sorry. Ooh, $50. Yeah. Here, let me send you some cash, Elise. Because I made about $20 from you today, I think. Got 3 plans, all wrong, still perfect. Turn bad ideas in the crowd room worship. You want that sauce? Try to whiz jack. Next thing you know, you the viral brag. You see that's done. Yeah, you wrote that down. You think you will? You just rent that flame. You want that rush? You might derail it. Post it, take it, never go for my leg. Where my leg? All right, there we go. I got 3. Oh wait, you know what? I gotta go to the arena and get this win here. I'm gonna keep my arena short open because the stop loss is way higher. Gotta go for a much bigger win on that one. He can handle his own chaos. You can handle your little day job. Facts. You ain't built for a side plot. Yes, we are, Zio. How are you doing, sir? I don't get anything. No, you absolutely can, but we just got to get you set up. Did I actually tell the Discord that we are live, or was I too stupid to do that? Some cool hard crime. Gotta rewind. Back to that time. He got his hustle on. Clean, sharp,
But now it's like
I did? Okay, good.
Joshua's do.
Zio, if you have a VDEX account, I can send you some credits.
Drew when my leg find you. See Drew. He ain't playing games. Malek man's breathing flames. Founding fathers flipped the crown. Now they hunting punks all over town. Thinking they slick, thinking they fast. But karma comes slow and black. Joshua's due.
Joshua's due. Joshua, I'm gonna take care of my fucking cat so he doesn't drive me crazy this whole night. I think he needs water. Hold on. You cat? You need water, buddy? What do you need? Because you know you're driving me up and crazy. Just want you to know that. Yeah. 4 people are watching. This is very strange. Oh, I see.
ABC Black. Some pool hall crime. Gotta rewind. Back to that time. He got his hustle on. Clean, sharp. But now it's like, where the
dude, I like these liquidation alerts in the arena. They work. I know, I gotta take care of that pussy because he's so annoying. He's so annoying, he is.
He ain't playing games. Malek man's breathing flames. Founding fathers. Now they hunting. Thinking they slick. Karma comes slow and black. Joshua's due. Pay up full. Before Drew when my life find you. Joshua's due.
Oh, okay. So I'm not wrong when I just noticed that this one seemed like it was way too early. Why are they coming out so early? I mean, that's better than coming out late, but still, they should be coming out like when you're like maybe 50% or 75% of the way there.
ABC Black, some pool hall crime. Gotta rewind. Back to that time. He got his hustle on.
I'm trying to tip everybody in the everybody here right now because there's only 4 people, and usually it's easy, but it's not working. There we go. Here we go.
He ain't playing games. Malek man's breathing flames.
Does that work?
Founding fathers flipped the crown. Now they hunting punks.
Yeah, at least I just had like $20 of referral money, so I'm gonna send you some cash too.
Karma comes slow and black. Joshua's due. Pay up full. Before Drew when my life find you. Joshua's due. Pay up full.
Come on. All right, I'm gonna take care of this ding dong here.
Drew when my life find you.
Dude, why can't you speak English? Why are you a cat that can't speak English? I don't understand that. How are you guys supposed to speak English?
Red days, green days, we were here through every phase. Screens glow, hearts race, chasing shots.
Actually, I can do this twice, I think.
Late night, blue light, turning losses into faith.
What? I know what.
Every hit, we just smiled and pressed okay. We held on when candles crashed. We laughed as the flew past.
I did trade a little bit.
Every storm on the chain.
Oh man, I wish I would have known that.
Same bag, same scar.
Frick, I tried to trade. I tried to put more money in there, but it just didn't work.
Me and you.
Oh, it says something is wrong. Hold on. I need you to help me to learn how to use my agent.
Diamond hands on arena. We
I got 1 point.
through the bowl, through the bleed.
Wait. What did I get? No, I'm wrong.
Raise your glass to the dream. It's all the day won't believe.
Oh, the distribution is in 2 days. Wait, what?
How we can feel it.
I don't understand this thing.
We're all gonna
Cool.
Can you feel it? Tears dry, eyes bright, turning foot into a flame.
Whoops.
It says something went wrong with my perps tools. Okay, here we are. Exactly, Atlas. That makes sense. Oh, so I can still trade there then if I want to, right? Well, I'm making some USDT right now to give you guys. I have changed, Zio? How so? I look a little fat. I mean, I look a little. I need to get a haircut. That's what I need to do. I look like I desperately need a haircut. I'll tell you that right now. Wendell, I swear to goodness gracious, I'm going to whack in the head. Zio, you mean I've changed my physical appearance? No, I just need to shave badly. Here we go. It's finally going down. All right, I'm going to take care of the cat real quick while this sport happens. Oh, damn. Oh, my God. Here's what he wants. There you go. Go ahead. He couldn't get into he couldn't get into the hooper. Right.
Red days, green days, we were here through every phase. Screens glow, hearts race, chasing charts like outer space. Late night, blue light, turning losses into faith. Every dip, every hit, we just smiled and pressed okay.
Oh, he definitely wants to go first.
Candles crashed, we laughed as the memes flew past. Took every storm on the chain together. Same bag, same scars, same crew. We bet it all, me and you. And every block says this runs forever. Diamond hands on arena. We stay strong through the fever, through the bull, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise a glass to the dreamers, all the day one believers. Side by side we can feel it. We're all gonna make it. Can you feel it? Tears dry, eyes bright, turning foot into a flame. Cheap talk, cold fear, but they never knew our names. We stared, we laughed, every yell became a plan. Same crew, broke through, turned the floor into a stand. We held up when candles crashed. We laughed as the memes flew past. Took every storm on the chain together. Same bag, same the floor to the moon now. Hear the crowd, it's our tune now. Every trade that we tune down, turn our fate into flight. Diamond hands on arena. We stay strong through the fever, through the bull, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise your flags, all your dreamers. Every true-hearted DJ. Side by side, yeah, we feel it. We're all gonna make it. We can feel it. Diamond hands on arena. We stay strong through the fever, through the bull, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise your glass, all your dreamers. Sing it loud, true believers. Side by side, we can feel it. We're all gonna make it. We can feel it. Red days, green days, we were here through every phase. Screens glow, hearts race, chasing charts like outer space. Late night, blue light, turning losses into faith. Every dip, every hit, we just smiled and pressed okay. We held on when candles crashed. We laughed as the memes flew past. Took every storm on the chain together. Same bag, same scars, same crew. We bet it all, me and you. And every block says it runs forever. Diamond hands on arena. We stay strong through the fever, through the bull, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise your glass to the dreamers, all the day one believers.
Yo, yo, yo.
Side by side, we can feel it. We're all gonna make it. Can you feel
Yo, yo, Mark Ellis.
tears dry?
Hello, everybody.
Eyes bright, turning foot into a flame. Cheap talk, cold fear, but they never knew our names. We stabbed, we laughed, every yell became a plan. Same crew, broke through, turned the floor into our stand. We held on when candles crashed. We laughed as the memes flew past. Took every storm on the chain together. Same bags,
Oh my God, I'm logged out of Arena everywhere. God have mercy.
me and you. And every block says this runs forever. Diamond hands on arena. We stay strong through the fever, through
Oh, I'm on. Okay, good.
the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise your glass to the dreamers, all the day one believers. Side by side, we can feel it. We're all gonna make it. Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
This is our run, our season. Every loss had a reason. Every doubt just a demon that we burned in the light. From the floor to the moon now.
Man, the price of Avalanche is just crazy, depressingly, like, insane.
Tune down, turn our fate into flight. Diamond hands on arena.
Diamond hands.
Strong through the fever, through the bull, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise your flags, all your dreamers. Every true
You like the music? I like it too. Hello, Toph. Hello, Zio. Emrade. What up, everybody? You like it? Is it too loud or is it good? It's at 30%. Yes, I am streaming. I'm trying to get it on my TV right now. Is it on every channel, Elise? I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the Super Bowl.
Red days, green days, we were here through every phase. Screens closed,
There we go.
hearts race, chasing charts like outer space. Late night, blue light, turning losses into faith. Every dip, every hit, we just smiled and pressed okay. We held on when candles crashed. We laughed as the memes flew past. Took every storm on the chain together. Same bag, same scar, same crew. We bet it all, me and you. And every block says this runs forever. Diamond hands on arena. We stay strong through the fever, through the bowl, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise a glass to the dreamers, all the day one believers. Side by side we can feel it. We're all gonna make it. Can you feel it? Tears dry, eyes bright, turning foot into a flame. Cheap talk, cold fear, but they never knew our names. We stabbed, we laughed, every hell became a plan. Same crew, broke through, turned the floor into a stand. We held on when candles crashed. We laughed as the memes flew past. Took every storm on the chain together. Same bag, same scar, same crew. We bet it all, me and you. And every block says this runs forever.
Oh, really? Yes, it does have HDMI out, I think. Let me go. Let me make sure.
We stay strong through the fever, through the bowl, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise a glass to the dreamers, all the day one believers. Side by side we can feel it. We're all gonna make it. Can you feel it? Oh, this is our run, our season. Every loss had a reason. Every doubt just a demon that we burned in the light. From the floor to the moon now. Hear the crowd, it's our tune now. Every trade that we tune down, turn our fate into flight. Diamond hands on arena. We stay strong through the fever, through the bull, through the
Oh my God, I went too far the other way. Dang it.
raise your flags, all your dreamers.
I don't have a capture card. I just looked.
Side by side, yeah, we feel it. We're all gonna make it.
It does have HDMI out, but I don't have a capture card, I don't think.
We stay strong through
Hold on one second here. Let me try to get this.
the bowl, through the bleeding. We were all in, kept believing. Raise your glass, all your dreamers, singing loud, true believers.
Smiling, cussing, a worn out care. Grease on
Oh my God, that is what it looks like he's been using.
grill, smoke in his eyes. Burgers charring under open sky.
Why does his hair look like that, for the love of God?
Range back,
I know, it's got to be wider.
tough talk, hard jaw, squared up.
Stupid AI thing.
Name softens every prayer. He stars, stripes, and apple, red meat, green camo, and you. Trigger finger steady, but his heart comes loose when that finish life cuts through. From the back roads to the big blue, he crossed oceans on a worn out boot. Yeah, he's proud, loud, and loyal. Gunpowder in his veins, but his fire burns for apple like a July porch in the rain. Late night lobby, headset on, digital back.
What is it doing? No, it's following Trump's head? What? Oh, good, okay. Dude, that is hilarious.
Rock stubborn as they come, but she's the chord that finally hums.
Guys, did you just see that? Am I crazy or what?
Me green camo and you. Trigger finger steady, but his heart comes loose when that finish life cuts through. From the back roads to the big blue, he crossed oceans on a worn out boot.
Hold on, I know how to fix this. What is happening? Too hilarious. Maybe this is kind of funny. Clearly, I have to turn off the AI on that camera, so.
He's got miles of sky between their beds, 2 time zones in their sleepy heads, but he
I'm almost there. I think I figured this out. Here we go. Camera. Insta360 controller. Got it. I knew it needed an update. Okay, that explains it.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's really an honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice.
There we go. No, I'm using StreamYard. I don't know why that just turned weirdly again. Hold on. What the heck? Okay, now guys, my cameras are doing a firmware update. There's nothing I can really do to make them go straight until they're done. I didn't realize I needed one, so.
Second Lady of the United States. Members of Congress and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
Wait, it's delayed? Why? Oh, because I'm using Hulu. Oh, Lord. Fucking hell. I'll sign into Peacock. Hold on.
American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of
Holy shit, this is 250 years.
in the most
It will not. Okay, I'll use YouTube, but
you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
oh no.
The stagnant. When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a new. When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos
Is that better,
all over
guys?
the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say
No,
with
Surf,
tears
OBS
and
is like
pride that
one
we
of
have
my immortal
executed
enemies.
Transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages. And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure. Thank you. Today, our border is secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before. And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is respected again, perhaps like never before. After 4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far.
Hola.
In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
I mean, that they know of.
But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
Oh, dude, Atlas, the State of the Union drives me nuts like this. It's way worse than mass, at
Flow
least.
of deadly
Because there's no
fentanyl
rules.
across our
There's
border is
chaos.
down by a record 56% in 1 year. And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025,
They do look
it was
very
down
strange,
to
May. I gotta be honest.
1.7%.
Dude, that would not surprise me.
Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
Gas is definitely cheaper than it's been in a long time. I know that. Where I am, at least.
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years and falling fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year. And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem well, at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both. And we are going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that. 1 year.
Yeah, good for boomers, not for everybody else, dickhead.
401ks and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans. They're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion.
It's $2.60 in Detroit right now.
And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
Gas in California is so expensive, it's almost a different universe.
Think of it, much less than $1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
Cold as hell right now, though. Yeah. When I was a kid, it was like $1 when I was driving. Yep.
As thousands
10,
of
15
new
bucks at
businesses
least,
are
your whole
forming in
tank.
factories,
I remember
plants,
those
and
days.
laboratories are being built. We have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American
Bigger
oil
and bigger
production is
and
up by
stronger
more
and
than
stronger.
600,000
Bigger and
barrels
bigger.
a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
Venezuela. Oh, it's too ridiculous.
American natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby,
Drill, baby, drill, disco inferno.
More Americans are working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector. We ended DEI in America.
I'm not complaining about that.
We cut a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year, we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
Correct, Elise. That is correct.
And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of
So
our union
I think I just sent you $10 of USDT, by the way. Says it left my wallet. I hope I sent it to the right one.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in
Who
our
the fuck
country.
said that out loud?
Until you came
Nobody.
along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, no, no.
This guy's
You're
just
going to win
too
again.
much.
You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger.
We're all going to the
ever.
casino,
And to
guys.
prove
He's gonna
that
help us win
point-
an MGM Grand
to
tonight.
prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's
Hold on, I don't know.
gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Now that's winning right there, baby. Dude, there's something wrong with the dude. You gave me a Solana address, Soul Killer. You realize that, right? Dude, you gave me a Solana address.
Go ahead. Take it. That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House.
Thank you, Soul Killer. No, I did send it. It just kept. It didn't. It just kept trying to send it, but not going through. So I wasn't paying attention. It just kept kicking it back to me. Wait, so we won women's and men's gold hockey? Dude, that's crazy.
And I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
Dude, think about how much money gold medals are worth now.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal. And I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practice that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the
Medal of Honor?
highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Freedom. That's pretty cool. That makes that's a smart move. Democrats would be way too dumb to do that.
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best, and I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no, and every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
Dude, I after watching that one TV
Also
show
pleased
called
to
State of the
say
Union,
the
I never
next
liked these
George
nights. They
Lipp.
always scare me.
It will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles. And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country. And this year, and I must say I got them both. I got them in the first term, and I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news.
That is actually pretty cool. Hello, Maximus.
So this will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like
This is the
Buddy
least
Packer,
annoying speech I've heard Trump give in a while, by the way.
17,
By far the
Buddy
least annoying so
volunteered
far.
to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Wait, who?
So, buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed
Alice,
to
that's so
God.
funny.
She thought she was going
Here we
to
go,
die.
Soul Killer. You should have it any
Those
second
prayers
now.
were
It says it's
answered when
going through
Coast
because that
Guard
is in
rescue
the
swimmer
appropriate
Scott
wallet.
Ruskin
Wait.
descended from a helicopter
shit.
above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission. Young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety.
Dude, on my Solana phone, I got my Lyft account back. I'm so excited. Yeah, and then my phone ran out of batteries. I was
Watched
waiting for it
Scott
to
from a distance.
turn back on.
And they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going.
Old man was snoring.
You've never seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate. And Petty Officer Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you. And I'd like to have the military aide to please come down and take care of the service. Military aid, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans. All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts. They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. And And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
I like that. I didn't. When did that happen? Wait, so my dad can deduct his taxes on his car?
In
Wait,
Pennsylvania, I met Megan Hemhauser, a devoted mom who's homeschools. her
oh, dude, we're the
children,
most gold medal winning
beautiful
country. Are you talking about
children, during the
summer
day
or
while
Olympic
waiting
or
tables at night,
winter?
as her husband works overtime operating.
Oh no,
very
no.
heavy
We
equipment.
they don't want to win anymore.
Megan is here
Remember the
this
first? He
evening,
said
and
someone. They
she's
said we can't win. We're
happy
winning
to
too much. Too
tell
much
you
winning.
that she
Too
is
much winning.
so
I-
much richer.
Fuck too much winning.
because
I'll win
there's
1,000
tax
times in a
on
row.
tips, no tax
I don't
on
give a shit.
overtime,
It's-
and her expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans. Megan and her husband
What
will take
gold
home
was
more
stole
than
from the people?
$5,000 extra.
What gold are we
just
talking about
in a
here?
year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
So I have no idea what you're talking about.
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan. Thank you, Megan.
Dude, does that black lady look pretty happy next to her?
Thank you, Megan. We're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name
Dude,
it.
we're talking about gold medal stole. What the hell are you talking about? Why is everybody so confused right now?
Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right
Yeah,
there.
Soul Killer. What in the God's name are you talking about?
Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is
What it
something
is
the
this,
President
guys.
has
Everybody
taken
gets
off and gone
frustrated
down.
listening to Trump talk like a
Millions
fucking
will be
50-year-old
pre-funded
boomer.
courtesy of
Okay,
U.S.
It
Treasury and
short
private
circuits our
individuals
brain.
like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children. They're great people. You know, I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that.
I
But
did
love
have
to
one of
thank
those
him,
Dell
Susan,
laptops in the
as
college. I
well
got to
as
be honest.
others like Brad Gerstner, very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, I forgot about the Olympics until like the last day when we won all the golds at the end.
So with modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000.
If it works, I'll be so
To
stoked.
make this investment in our children's future, go to TrumpAccounts.gov.
You mean the Charlie
TrumpAccounts.gov.
Kirk,
And a lot of people are doing it that said
his
they
wife,
kept
you
it
mean?
in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going
Yeah,
to
it's-
take.
it's- what's
So
his-
proud of
what's
them.
her
I'm
name?
So proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs. I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars. They were ripping us so badly, you all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy.
I mean, no, you mean
Making
Turning
money like they
Point?
used
Dude,
to.
Turning Point has
Making
every
a
right
lot
to
of
use
money.
his name.
There was no
He's in his
inflation,
will, for God's sake.
tremendous growth, and the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court.
Uh-oh.
It just came down.
Here we go.
Very unfortunate ruling. But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful country saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved.
So how are tariffs doing in Russia? That's what I want to know.
And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex. but they're actually
Poultry.
probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the
The Turning Point
paid for
USA
by
was
foreign
the
countries
first
will,
organization
like
that he
in the past,
personally founded, dude.
substantially replace the modern day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
Dude, I'm getting so confused right now. He's going between topics like a fucking lunatic here.
Moving forward, factories, jobs, investment.
it always was under his name.
Trillions of dollars will continue pouring into
Let me
the
look.
United
Let me
States
try to
economy
find it. Hold on.
Because we finally have a president who puts America first. Put America first. I love America. For decades before I came along, we had the exact opposite.
Hey, can I get your phone number?
Energy,
I have a
immigration,
math test.
everything was stolen in a ring in order to raise wealth out of the
Oh, I'm sorry, they were talking about things we could cheat on. Hey, can I get your phone number?
Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point.
Would
with
you
the Green
believe
New
that this
Scam,
woman doesn't
open
fit the beauty
borders for
standards?
everyone.
This is Yue Dabao, and she's been going viral all over the internet for being beautiful. And
They were murders, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now, the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly use the word affordability. A word
Oh, they're streaming from his Twitter. I mean, that makes sense because his Twitter's got billions
knowing
of
full
followers.
well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our
I mean, that's so
citizens
different
have.
than when, like,
You
we
caused
go to
that
our personal
problem.
Twitters. I mean,
You
from
caused that problem.
like the block. I mean, we all do it, actually. Everybody does that. I'm going to switch to Spicy's Twitter right now just for fun.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie.
Elise
Policies
Navidad.
created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward. The price of eggs is down 60%, Madam Secretary.
That I did notice eggs are
Cost of
cheaper
chicken,
today.
butter, fruit,
This
hotels,
weekend when we went
automobiles,
shopping, that
cement,
took only a
stores
year,
today that
only a
went
fucking
into
year to get the
office
price of
by a
eggs
lot.
down.
And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great healthcare plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost. In addition, my plan requires maximum price transparency. That's a big deal. Sounds so simple, so big. And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Of course, we're going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on health care and everything else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before. Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
Banana, chicken.
So in my first year of the second term,
Banana, chicken, banana, banana, banana,
strange things happened. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way. And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big. Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
I'm struggling to keep up with all this. I'm struggling.
So now I'm calling on Congress to codify my most favored nation program into law. Now, the one thing I'm not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns. You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes. And now I'm asking Congress to make that ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Rachel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon. We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market is doing so well.
I'm up on my trades. I'm up on my trades. I'm up on my trades.
Working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information. They stood up for that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she was here? Doubt it. Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was funny, guys.
I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that.
Dude, you could hear that. What the hell is that chicken banana thing, bro?
When it comes
I'm so
to
confused.
the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer.
Fuck, the Somalians took $19 billion, and I've gotten a total of $19 from the American government, I think.
And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President J.D. Vance.
Good.
He'll get it done. Find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked
The Somali pirates.
remind us that there are large parts of the world and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah.
I gotta say I support that shit.
Delilah Colton was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
Aww.
Thank you, Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
No brainer.
And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
I just closed my silver. I don't. Is it going to keep going up? I think my BTC short's going to finally start to pay.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Thank you. We can never forget that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had the chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders.
Oh, what the hell? Sorry.
The worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you. As we speak, Democrats in this chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. It's all cut off. All cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually. Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. I'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight, I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Wait, what did we do? What did I just miss? Something good? I think that was, right? The cat just tried to eat my leg. You mean like Alabama, Mississippi, where Coltry's from? You're making fun of Coltry, Atlas. That's what it is. You're just an elitist that doesn't like that Coltry lives in Mississippi. That's what this is all about. You're just a bigot. I mean, the truth is, the poorest countries are run by Republicans because the Democrats go and attack the richest countries. That's where they try to steal all the money from. I'm so convinced that the Democrats since the 1960s or 70s have been the grift central of the universe.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
What a boomer. That's why it's such a poor state. Oh my God. That explains everything, Atlas. He just explained it to me. They get ripped off by both sides. No, I know. I can't really understand
And perhaps
how
most
anybody can
importantly,
get away with
I'm asking you to
this
approve
shit
the
and get
Save
elected.
America Act. To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. That cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple.
Completely
All
agree.
voters must show voter ID. All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote.
I don't like any of it, Saul.
No more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability,
Yep.
military, or travel. None. And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats. 89%. And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot. Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting.
Yeah,
in
you have to,
America.
you can't be a show snuffler.
Both Republicans and Democrats.
It is such a no-brainer, dude.
We agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens. The reason they don't want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated, and their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John. And here is one more opportunity to show common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
No, if they bring up aliens, I'll lose my mind. Sir, if I just disassociated, honestly, for like 10 minutes during this thing. Although they did go through the voter ID stuff, which I think
Thank
is
you for
essential.
your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would
That's
believe
fucking
that we
craziness,
talk
guys.
about this? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately.
Correct, sir.
Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
Now that's funny. See, that's when
Amazing. Incredible. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
dude, can I rewind this, you think? Hold on.
No one cares more about protecting America that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop. All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote. And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None. And this should
I
be an
fucked
easy
this up.
one.
I don't know how to get it back to normal. I'm so.
Including now a movie star.
There we go. I got it.
Who would have believed that?
He's a movie star now?
Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care, and helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a
Sir, the
tremendous,
blockchain is the only way to completely
really
make
tremendous
voting
thing that
safe.
happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot. Someday you're going to have to tell me how you did that. And students and educators in every
I can
state
tell
have
you how to
joined
do it,
the
Trump,
First
but you won't
Lady's
listen.
efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future.
Completely agree.
Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both. And Melania, thank you. I know how hard you worked on it. Thank you very much.
My God, Barron Trump is so tall.
I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal. This is especially true among young people.
Wait, he is
And a big
Albert?
part
Oh,
of that
shit,
had
where?
to do with
Wow.
my great friend, Charlie
Let me-
Kirk, a great guy, great man.
Albert, I'm not a sophisticated prediction market person yet. That's I'm a little slow. Trying to catch up with AI.
So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred, really martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife,
You know
Erica,
what's funny
is
is
with
I
us
used to
tonight.
bet a
Erica,
lot
please
when I was
stand.
younger, and I did a lot better in my life. In fact, Dude, I would have bet on egg for sure.
Thank you, Eric. Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
Oh,
We
dude.
love religion,
What
and we
Lincoln?
love
What
bringing
had
it
the
back,
best
and it's coming
State of the
back
Union
in
ones?
ways that nobody
Where you say it was
possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see.
go to? Okay.
Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zarutska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman, Irina, fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster
Charlotte is one of
who'd
the
been
worst places
arrested
in the
over a
country.
dozen
right
times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget there were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zarutska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina. How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there. Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana, big success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen? In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago. They don't like to hear that. One of the sick people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround, 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard specialist, Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service. Her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation. She was shot. She traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a
I'm
true
looking.
American
I know. I'm
patriot.
looking, trying to do it right now.
She was a great person. I saw reports on her.
I'm
that
trying to
never
figure
saw
out how to
anything
put them
like
both
her.
up together. I got them right here. I got Kelsey up right here. I don't know how to. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make it me. I got it.
So sorry. Thank you very much. A great young lady. I saw reports that were like perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both. And she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone, but his mother said, "No, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it." I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, "I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay." This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, "Sir, he will be okay." The doctors didn't understand what she was saying. And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right.
Wait. Why is count? What do you want me to put up here? Wait, why is Kelsey a problem now? What's wrong with Kelsey? Polymarket, I have to use a fucking VPN.
Amazing, actually. I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most
Oh.
positive person I've ever
Oh, he's
met.
trolling me. I got it.
With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death. And we're talking about the edge of death. On his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much. So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
If he says 6'7", I will lose my shit, Albert. I will lose my shit.
We love you all. Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people, said the Prime Minister of Pakistan, would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
Oh my God, he said Jared Kushner. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Did that just?
And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
That, Albert, that would be hilarious. We're going to launch 6, 7, 8 more meme coins. That would be good, yeah. That's the first time I've heard him say Jared Kushner's name.
You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I've been shocked that his ability is good too. Jacob, dude.
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both living and dead, has been returned home. Can you believe that?
What do I need for the? What do I?
Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that was possible. Both living and dead. And those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. It was an amazing period of time. They came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back, but we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over.
Hey, what about this one, Albert? 96%. Will anyone be kicked out of Trump's State of the Union address?
Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy.
Wait a minute, are we on a delay right now?
It's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, sir, we have our boy back. What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job. And we're working very hard to end the 9th war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that.
Holy shit.
1,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president. Would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. Years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb.
Which one are you putting money on?
And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've
I
killed
want to do
at
Middle
least,
East right
it looks
now.
like
Did you see the one I just
32,000
said?
protesters.
I'm so
32,000
confused about this one.
protesters in their own country.
Did anybody get kicked out of
Shot 'em and
the event already?
hung
I
'em.
didn't see it.
We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas.
Albert.
And they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue starting it all over. We wiped it out and they want to start all over again.
Of course they do.
And are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Agreed.
And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called Peace Through Strength, and it's been very, very effective. So thanks to Republican in Congress who are investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed at my very strong request to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 2. And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily. One meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up. Now 5%, then they're paid. And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting. And every service member recently. And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776. You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things. A lot of money we have. We have much more money than people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money, and it was $1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, "What's the number?"
Hey guys, I don't know if I can keep doing this. It's driving me crazy. I'm losing my mind listening to them talk.
For $1 more, we can have 1776. It's going to.
We could just
I said,
trade.
we're going to figure that. I never asked anybody if
Juicy
we
right
could
now.
afford it. $1 more. I said 1776, and I said that's good.
Uh-oh,
And our
6-7.
military, that was 4 months ago. Our military. I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it. So we're honored to do it. They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also restoring American security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, acting to secure our national interests and defend our country from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, large swaths.
Okay, so if you don't have it now, then
including large
it
parts
is impossible.
Mexico,
Then your
really
account
large
is
parts of
non-existent because it
have
says
been
it went through.
controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's
USDT,
why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
USDT AVAC.
Declared
Oh my God, did I
illicit
send this ARB? Hold
fentanyl
on, let
as
me
a
see here.
weapon of
No,
mass
it's AVAX.
destruction.
Yep. It's there. If you
And
don't
with
see
our
it,
new
refresh it.
military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually
You should have your
stopped
10
them
bucks.
completely coming in by water or sea. You probably
EXRA, is that here on Arena?
We very seriously damaged their fishing industry also. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore. We've also taken down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday. In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, very impressive, very impressive. They couldn't believe, they all watched. They saw what happened. This is a different fighting force that we had years ago when we fought to tie.
Done.
No, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby. Because we did that. My baby is becoming so important.
That's what I did right there. I did like $3, I think.
And America's armed forces overwhelmed all defenses and utterly defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice.
And having a fit body. But here is the shocking twist. In her home country of China, she is considered a plus-size model. While the West sees her physique as the ultimate gym goal, the traditional Chinese standard prioritizes a paper-thin waist and a delicate, fragile frame, meaning that despite her stunning looks, she faces criticism for being too big or too strong to find a husband. It's a crazy example of what is considered too much in one place might actually be absolute.
In a tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved Uncle
This little
Enrique.
girl became famous for the completely wrong reason. Because at first, she was simply posting videos from her everyday job, from her making pizza, to even herself dancing on the job with her dad. She wasn't even looking for any attention. But then she released a video and overnight, it reached millions of views. Becoming so famous, she had to turn off her own comment section on her Instagram. So what was the video that made this little girl become an internet sensation? Well, it was this clip she posted of her working the dough. This little girl became famous for the
Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down. Thank you, Enrique. Have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique. There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro, really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever in the eternal chronicles of military valor. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter, a big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine, many, many American warfighters. Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be a rough one. Eric steered the Chinook under the cover of night and descended swiftly upon Maduro's.
Let's get this out of the way. Before Cade Cunningham even stepped foot on an NBA court, the league already knew exactly what it was doing. A 6'6" point guard with elite IQ, scoring instincts, and leadership far beyond his age. A #1 recruit in high school, a consensus All-American, a national freshman of the year, and of course, an undisputed first overall pick in the NBA draft. From being the leader of the best high school team in basketball history to being the leader of the first seed in the Eastern Conference, Cade has dominated everywhere. And even when the lows were low, some legends of the game already knew the answer to the million-dollar question. What really makes Cade Cunningham so special? In this video, we're going to hear what the NBA greats have to say about the player that is becoming the face of the Eastern Conference, about the most likely American to bring the MVP trophy back to the States for the first time since James Harden, about the next face of the NBA. So let's get into it. This is why NBA legends think Cade Cunningham is unstoppable. It's not like Cade was a prospect that had to climb up the rankings like everyone else. He had always been on the radar since his sophomore season at Bowie High School. But when he joined Montverde Academy,
take care of business, saving the lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission, probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs, of the bullets, and keep on flying and landing, and people knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife, Amy, Eric, and Amy. Come on in.
This dude's a fucking beast. I'll tell you that right now. Coco, you better have got that money.
So we have a surprise for Eric and Amy. In recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Oh, honor. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That dude's a fucking beast.
Well, thank you very much, Eric and Amy. Great to get to know you. I met with them and with a lot of their fellow warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg. We have it back. We brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted to change back too. And 10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House, and Eric will be there. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. That's a big one. Tonight we've celebrated many truly extraordinary American patriots, but there is one last living legend to honor before we go. He is one more heroic American aviator, Navy fighter pilot. Royce Williams served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions. In the skies over Korea in 1952, Royce was in the dogfight of a lifetime, legendary dogfight. Flying through blizzard conditions, his squadron was ambushed by 7 Soviet fighter planes. It was his first aerial combat of the war, and despite being massively outnumbered and outgunned, Royce led the takedown of 4 enemy jets and almost destroyed the others, vanquishing his adversaries while taking 263 bullets to his own plane and being seriously hurt. His story was secret for over 50 years. He didn't even want to tell his wife, but the legend grew and grew. But tonight, at 100 years old, this brave Navy captain is finally getting the recognition he deserves. He was a legend long before this evening. Royce, please stand up, and I will ask the First Lady of the United States to present Captain Royce Williams with his Congressional Medal of Honor. Thank you, Royce, and thank you, Eric. I've always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself, and I wouldn't know why I'd be taking it, but if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday. But you know, that's our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor, and that's a big thing, and it's an honor to be in the same room with you. Thank you both very much, Eric. Thank you. Thank you. 250 years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another sense, it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. Two of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years before that, on July 4th, 1826, the author of the Declaration of Independence, brilliant, Thomas Jefferson, drew his last breath. Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief chapters, Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. For years, they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase, no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
We're not going to war, I don't think. Fine, thank God it's done. Holy crap, I almost fell asleep just now. Oh man, guys, I need to go to bed. I'm dying. This is just nuts. Where is everybody here? Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Meta Mantra, thank you for joining. I'm going to shut us down now because I'm ready to fall asleep. And